Hi, I'm Liz. Welcome to the Liz Manual of Style. I recently got this Pilot Kakuno fountain pen, and I would like to see if it works with any of my favorite highlighters, so I'm going to do a quick test. And the highlighters we're going to test are 2 Zebra Mild Liner Mix, 3 Sharpie S Note, 2 regular Zebra Mild Liners, and as a last resort, if none of these work with this ink, we're gonna try this Sharpie gel highlighter, which is, it works on some gel pens. Full disclosure, I am a fountain pen noob. This is my very first fountain pen that I actually like. I have a couple other fountain pens. I have this Uli pen. I think I bought it from like Books A Million. Hate the ink, absolutely horrible, and the nib is way too thick. And then this Pilot Precise Varsity is okay, but it's pretty smeary and is a little bit too thick of a nib as well. And these had me thinking that all nibs of fountain pens were just never going to be thin enough, but this is a fine tip Pilot Kakuno, and there's actually an extra fine that this comes in, but they didn't have it at my local Barnes & Noble. And when I went on jetpens.com, they usually have like tests they've shown, and the fine and the extra fine looked very similar. So I grabbed this, and I'm really glad I did. So we're just going to do some loop-de-loops. Okay. And to give these ample room to dry, I'll just do a swatch of each highlighter next to the ink, so you can see it without ink. I really liked these mild liner mixes when I first got them, but the colors kind of seem to just like bleed together over time. I did see a tip from someone that if you touch it to like a paper towel, it'll like refresh the like ink separation, and I did it on a tissue and it worked for a little bit, but not for that long. To be fair, I did not try it on a paper towel. This Sharpie gel highlighter is so weird. I posted a short about it, I think, but it's like a crayon, basically. So that's why it's the last resort. Okay, so if these aren't dry enough for highlighters now, then they're never going to be dry enough. So let's try it. Why I put these over here? Okay. So the mild liner mix. Got to do some close-ups here. I don't think that's smeared at all. Oh my gosh, you guys. I thought all of these were going to smear. So we are off to a strong start. Okay, maybe I pressed a little too hard. Or maybe it's just smearing. So this one did smear. Very sad. Clean off the ink there. Okay. All right, I'll try not to press too hard out of excitement. I don't think it really matters because that definitely smeared. Okay, so far we have got 1 contender. Okay. Yeah, I didn't smear at all. I thought I did, so I did a cleaning stroke, but the blues are looking good with this ink. And by the way, this ink is the one that came with it. And I have no interest at this time in trying to figure out what a converter is or whatever, and I certainly don't have the funds. So we're not going to be getting too deep into anything else fountain pen related for the time being. The yellow did smear a little bit, but not too bad. I still wouldn't use it because I just can't abide a single smear if I can help it. Okay, those are the 3 S notes, Sharpie S notes. And now we're gonna try just the regular double-ended zebra mild liners. I have a bunch of these, but I don't really use anything else except for the gray. But I wanted to bring in a neon one so we could see what it looked like. Oop, definitely smeared. Okay, but gray, I will say, usually doesn't smear. Ooh. Yeah, I didn't need to do that cleaning stroke either. I'm just getting in the habit now. But yay, that looks really good. Very exciting. I'm so happy I can use the gray. I find that just like so minimal and cool. So chic. All right, our last one is the gel, and that actually worked perfectly, which it does smear on a lot of pens. But that Sharpie gel, absolutely beautiful on the fountain pen. So if you want a foolproof one, that's the one, baby. That's the one. But it's so like big and chunky and weird that it stresses me out. So I probably won't use it. But yeah, so the verdict is with the Pilot Kakuno, the ink it comes with, the gray zebra mild liner works with it, as does the blue and like purpley indigo color mild liner mix from Zebra also works with it. And then the blue S note. So the blue S note and the Sharpie gel. So that's actually a lot of choices, isn't it? How wonderful. Maybe I shall put all of these into a pen case and tote them around with me. Anyways, thank you so much for watching my little test video of the Pilot Kakuno. If you wanna help a fountain pen noob on what I should check out next when the economy stops being a dumpster fire, leave me a comment, let me know. And subscribe if you are a stationery/pen nerd like myself and want to see more videos like this. All right, thank you, bye.